Welcome back to another Manchester United save as we're edging closer to the series finale. In this episode, we're going to be taking on foes that we've come across before in this save, whether it was in the group stage, the Super Cup final, because they won the Europa League at some point. We played them in the knockout phase numerous of times. Our head-to-head history is quite decent against them, but we can't take them lightly. We'll be playing the quarter-final first leg against Marseille at home to kick the episode off. Right after that, we're going to be playing Leeds United. Even though they're playing really poorly in the Premier League and they're facing relegation, normally when we play against them, they play with high intensity. So that puts us under threat. So that might be entertaining. We've got the second leg right after that. 2 games to play off camera in Middlesbrough and Arsenal. And then we're going to have the episode capped off with a game in the semi-finals of the FA Cup against Watford. In the Premier League, Richie scored 3 goals against West Ham United, which has further solidified his spot at the top in terms of the top goal scorers. He's got 8 goals on Haaland and Rodrigo. I feel like so far this season, he's been very consistent. Obviously, in certain episodes, he goes missing for a few games. In the Champions League, Richie's also above everybody else. He's got 9 goals out of 7 games in Europe. He's on top of the table above Goncalves and Leao, Nkunku and Di Catale. So, yeah, it's not just in the Premier League where he's showcasing his goal scoring ability. In this episode, you're going to see the likes of Tony Mendes featuring again. He played quite well against West Ham United in that last game where he came off the bench. Marchetti playing in the fringes in the last domestic cup game, which was against Crystal Palace. He bagged himself a brace, so should be seeing those two feature quite heavily in this episode, whether it's against Leeds United or Watford. We're going to kick this episode off, like I said, with a game against Marseille. Hopefully we get off to a flying start in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, just like the round of 16. I want to take a good advantage away to the second leg. So for this first leg encounter, there are no changes. We're heading off into this game with a 4-3-3 formation. We're going to be starting with Johan Crespo and goal at the back with Yurin Timber, Lacroix, Corbett and Malacia. Martinez is in the midfield with Bellingham and Perrin as the number 10. Abbas is on the right, Richie's down the middle, and we have João Felix playing off the left-hand side. So starting for Marseille, they have Sololina in goal. At the back, they have Danso, Kilman and Bremer. In the midfield, they have Trincao, Fofana, Diouf and Moder. Up top, they have Demir. Ramos is down the middle as their number 9. The left forward is Richarlison. They have a formation which we can play with width and try to pick them apart. Richarlison turns. Diouf plays the ball forward into Goncalo Ramos. He's running forward. Has support on his left with Moder. Nutmegs Timber. Poor defending from the Dutchman. Diouf. Ramos. Back heel into Richarlison and Timber wins the ball back for us. We're in with a flare pass, plays it forward into Richie, who's isolated. Forward into the title on the top left. Richarlison's back from his injury. Doesn't look like he was out of a knock. There's Abbas. Ooh, Perrin thinks over the top. Richie, right foot strike, 1-0. We've opened the scoring within 10 minutes. Let's go. Let's keep Richie on the rope. That's his 10th goal. He's hit double figures in Europe. Ball goes in, played into the center. Crespo can make an easy catch. Bellingham. Malacia. Bellingham into Felix. Marseille trying to press and push up a bit higher with their forwards. Timber drills a ball forward into Perrin. We've got Richie on the ball. Left foot strike by Richie, blocked by Bremer. Got a corner kick down this left-hand side. Bass over this one. Goes with an outswinger. Header from Martinez. It just goes past the left-hand post. Sololina did look beaten. Let's take one last look at that. Just about misses the fingertips of the keeper. I'm going to try my hardest to be patient in winning the ball back. Because Marseille, they do look good on the ball. Rushing out, it's not going to help us. It look like they know how to pick a side apart or two. Oh, let's go. Mistake there. In the middle of the park. João Felix plays the ball forward into Richie. Richie moves the ball onto his left foot from a tight angle. He's beaten Slanina for the second time in this knockout game. Marseille looking to head forward with the ball. Demir. Few fancy tricks down the right-hand side. Oh, keep him on his feet, Corbett. Don't let him fall over. Oh, Demir. Oh, he finds a way to get a shot off. Oh, lovely feet there. Messi-esque type dribbling as he wiggled his way through into the penalty area. Crespo again makes a decent save. Ball goes in. Deal with that, Felix. Oh, it's not dealt with. Crespo back-to-back saves. Ball goes in again. Get that out. Shot saved. Out, 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 out. What's going on there? What's going on there? Martin should have just put his foot through it. Luckily, Crespo reacted fast enough. João Felix just about keeps hold of the ball. Trincao was breathing down his neck. 1-2 between Richie and Malacia. Malacia finds Perin in the penalty area. Perin, left foot strike, tries to go for the bottom right corner. Slanina gets down on low really quick, fast enough to get a few fingertips to that. Bellingham, come on, keep the ball under control, Bellingham. 40 minutes on the clock. Demir tries to get through the crowd with his trickery. Almost does. Martinez gets a foot on that. Ramos retrieves the ball back for Marseille. Diouf. We've got Ramos. Lovely challenge there by Corbett. Trincao. Richarlison and Trincao combining. Again, Marseille trying to do too much tricks in the box. There's no end product. And we can hit them on the break. This could be really costly for them. João Felix combining with Richie. João Felix through on goal. Hits the post. Marseille can count themselves lucky as the tie still remains within sight. Drills it into the box. Oh, goes past Perin. Maybe I should have been a bit more composed in that moment. Just trying to stop it from rolling over the line for a goal kick. We win the ball back though. Just build from the back. Haven't even entered the net scare. Been unbalanced this whole time. Felix, Malacia floats one into the centre, cleared away by Kilman. Captain in the French side. Trincao turns Martinez nicely. Ramos plays into Richarlison. Tries to play a ball down the line, down the right hand side. Well done, Malacia makes that interception. João Felix bursts into the centre, driving forward, plays the ball to the right. Timber cuts it back. Oh, Bass was there. Oh, he wins the ball back cleanly. Referee doesn't deem that a poor challenge, and we put a ball into the box. We'll play to the left-hand side. Moder tries to drill one into the centre. Referee, come on. Yellow card given to Ramos for a challenge that he should have made, to be fair. Free kick for Marseille. Richarlison standing over it. Richarlison gets up and over the wall, finds the top right corner. And Marseille, they're definitely back into it now. If they can keep their momentum, this tie can become 50-50 again. Bellingham. Timber drills it low into the box. Cleared away. Richarlison follows up with the header. Danger isn't fully gone. We've got Timber. Dinks the ball into the box. Abbas with the right foot strike. One more attempt. Bellingham. Oh, Slanina surviving that wave. João Felix swings this one in. Ball goes into the box. Danso gets it cleared. Perin on the edge of the box with a shot. Very timid shot. Bremer just controls the ball comfortably. Lacroix wins the ball deep into the box of Marseille. That was a huge mistake from Bremer. He should have just cleared his lines. But Lacroix working his magic out the other end of the pitch. That tackle there has definitely given us that advantage in that moment. 3-1 is the scoreline. The 2-goal lead is restored. Tried to do too much. Just needed to clear his lines there. Or he could have just quickly passed it to Richarlison, who was there in support. It's a simple cutback, and Richie bags himself a hat-trick. So 3 changes being made. Richie is off for Bernard. Bellingham's being replaced by Ruiz. We're moving Gallo to the left-hand side. And João Felix is taking that number 10 spot, while Perin takes the spot on the bench. Ball floated over the top to the right-hand side. Demir running at Malacia has been giving him a horrible time down that right hand side. Despite us being ahead, I feel like Demir's got the better of the Dutchman. Here's João Felix through on goal to make it 4. João Felix has most likely put an end to any hopes of Marseille pulling off a comeback, and if they do, there's a mountain to climb. It's been a special kind of performance from my players as we're edging very close to the full-time whistle. Very comfortable, 3 goals ahead of Marseille at this current moment. Made our final changes, just moving this ball around. Could squeeze one last attack out of this. Ball played into the centre. Bernard flicks over the player's head. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Elias Bernard. Everything went so quiet. You could probably hear a pin drop in the stadium, anticipating what was going to happen next. And he just pulled off a marvellous, marvellous manoeuvre there. Elias Bernard has definitely wrapped up this tie. And like I said after the last goal, in Marseille are planning a comeback. They've got a huge mountain to climb now. Most likely Mount Everest. Look at this, man. It's crazy behaviour. Someone lock this man up. You shouldn't be able to do this on such a big stage. The Marseille fans should be very, very upset with what their side has just put in. If that was supposed to be a professional performance, then those players need to have a long, hard look in the mirror, because we've completely wiped the floors with them. Richie bagged himself a hat-trick, a marvellous goal at the very end by Elias Bernard. I'm sure we've got some brilliant match ratings to look at. Okay, so we didn't get a man of the match for anyone in our side. Shockingly, Richarlison got the player of the match award. João Felix was the top performer alongside Malacia. Both got 8.1. João Felix with a goal and an assist. 7.8 for the hat-trick hero. 7.9 for Lacroix after his brilliant defensive displays, and he got himself an assist. Elias Bernard came off the bench to score that magnificent goal. Okay, with what's supposed to be a regular day on the field for us, it's going to be a crucial game for Leeds United. A loss will be a crucial blow to their hopes of survival. We have made a few changes to the starting 11. Come on, stop this. What's this madness going on right now? 13 minutes gone. Oh, Ford fell with the shot. Oh, I thought a penalty was going to be given. He's taken the shot. It's gone wide. I think the fans are booing because of the contact made after the shot was taken. Some will say that's a pen. I'd say play to the whistle. Hansen sits Perrin in. Perrin as Bernard cuts it back into Bernard. Left foot strike, and it's 1-0. Elias Bernard gets back-to-back goals and back-to-back games. We've opened the scoring. Took a massive gamble spending all that money on him. Seems to have settled in the second season. Ball played into the box by Alvarado. Reina gets it cleared. Bellingham heads it down. Perrin. Alvarado. Hansen. Alvarado into Perrin. We're going to smash this into the centre. Why did Bernard take a touch? I was hoping that he would shoot first time, whether it was with his head. Well, you could have just chest controlled it into the goal, mate. You didn't need much direction. Just don't control it into the path of the goalkeeper. Fullback. João Felix takes the ball down. João Felix drops the shoulder. Fluts one in with his left foot. Hansen arriving at that back post. Leeds United survived the danger. Soria into Nav. Here's a ball forward. Well done, Antonio Silva. Hook that clear, but Corbett. Way out of the press. Well done, Perrin. Bernard takes the ball in his stride. He has options in Bellingham. He squares it to Bellingham, and we've doubled the lead. The standing captain gets on the score sheet. Edging forward for Leeds United. McKinstry is it back into Thiago. Giarbi finds McKinstry. He's in the box. He was trying to look for someone in the centre. Crucial block inside the penalty area. We've got Perrin on the break up the other end. Cedric Perrin bursting down this left hand side. He's got support from Bernard. Tried to play on the inside. Pass is intercepted by any luck behind it. Let's go. Wardsfed. Adams. It's tackled. Antonio Silva turns. Hansen going to drive at the defense of Leeds United. Hansen plays a nice ball into Perrin, and that's free. That's goal number 3. The Dane gets himself an assist. It was a beautiful run. McKinstry gets beyond McHugh. Got Corbett covering for him. Don Corbett. Real defensive teamwork there. Oh no, he's turned. Thuram gets a shot off at Crespo. Crespo pumping his chest, giving it the big one as he's stood up to that shot. He's pulled off a magnificent save as Badawi's replacing McKinstry. Badawi, the real tricks are on the ball. If you give him time and space, he can cause us problems. But we don't plan to do so. As Corbett gets the cross from the corner away, he's going to follow up with another header. That's real determination there. Oh no. Oh, what a shot there from Badawi. Brilliant save from Crespo again. Bordsvet. Badawi. Badawi being closed down as Nuff. Inside the box. Finds the back of the net. He sends the goalkeeper. I tried to bring him off the line to try and charge down the first. Well, there was a part where he looked like he was about to shoot with his right foot. He swiveled the ball to his left, and then eventually he finds the back of the net. Basically, what I wanted to explain was, here is when I brought the keeper out, thinking he was going to go with his right foot. Him swiveling the ball to his left foot just opened up that near post, and Crespo was done for. The clean sheet gone. Really aggressive tackles going in. Mendes has pressure from Soria. Mendes on a great run so far. Tried to find Bellingham, almost managed to squeeze it through the gap. Thuram can turn, plays into Nuff, tries to run into space. Brilliant challenge by Corbett. It's a left one on the Leeds United winger. Corbett. Felix. Marchetti dummies the ball. He's got runners ahead of him. Oh, I thought Tony Mendes was going to move into the space that he created, but with the interception. 80 minutes play, we've got 10 minutes remaining. The score's 3-1 currently as Tony Mendes bursts into space, surrounded by white shirts. He ends up succumbing to the pressure as forwards threat to Tyler Adams, drills one forward and was flicked up in the air, headed down by Antonio Silva. Here's McHugh. Marchetti turns, plays a straight ball through into Gallo. He can run through on goal. Gallo to make it number 4, and he does exactly that. 4-1 against Leeds United. Bordsvet already conceded a goal in that last game from a free kick. See what Leeds can do. Bordsvet goes with a strike, hits the ball, header from Tyler Adams. He's missed an open goal. What a tragic miss. 4-1 is the scoreline. Crucial 3 points going our way, and Leeds United are sinking even more. We're going to probably have to take a look at the table at the very end of the episode to see how the relegation battle is going on. So I just feel like this is definitely going to help Arsenal out, which is something we didn't want. But it's going to be a thing where if we play against Arsenal, we're going to have to do the exact same thing. I'd rather Arsenal go down than Leeds United, if I'm honest with you. I am a hater. I can't lie. So getting himself up and down the pitch with a man of the match performance was Constantine Hansen, with dazzling displays of dribbling ability. Got himself an assist. Fantastic performance from the Dane. McHugh also followed up with a brilliant performance at the back. He had, I can't remember who's down that right-hand side. He had Nath and Badawi in his back pocket. Who else was playing down that right-hand side? I know there was a few players. Oh, McKinstry, that was the main guy trying to run at us. Corbett, solid performances again, right next to Silva. Another good cameo from Ericsson. I feel like overall we had good performances. Marchetti got a 6.3 despite bagging himself an assist. It's quite disappointing for their talent. I'm sure that match rating is going to ruin his form in the menu. Okay, at some point I must have misread the table, whether it was at the end of the last episode or at the beginning. We are not currently 11 points clear of Manchester City. We're only 9 points clear. However, Man City, they only have 7 games remaining, meaning they can only accumulate 21 points if they win all games. So that means 90 points is the max that they can reach. So that's going to be our target to pretty much hit 90 points. I am not expecting Man City to drop any more points. We're not really watching their results or anticipating what's going to happen with them and other sides. We're just playing our football, hoping to clinch the title as early as possible so we can focus on other competitions. In terms of the bottom three, it still consists of Southampton, Sheffield United and Bournemouth, despite Leeds United losing to us. But Arsenal, they've increased the deficit between the two, so Arsenal are 3 points clear on them with a game in hand. So things are looking a bit more sticky for Leeds United at the bottom. In terms of the quarterfinal tie, we are running away with it. 5-1 is the scoreline. I'm going to rotate for the second leg simply because we got a bit of a fixture congestion going on here. As you can see, we only have 2 days rest between the next 3 games. In fact, we only got 3 days max rest within the next 4 games in between. We're going to be capping the episode off with Watford, like I said. So we're going to be playing Marseille. We're going to play the 2 games off camera, and then we will regroup at the Watford game at the very end. But yeah, without further ado, let's head off into the second leg, play these guys off the park, confirm our spot in the semi-finals, because yes, there is still a possibility Marseille can make a comeback, because if my players just choose to not play, then what can I do? What can I do? They do still have a really good squad, so yeah, I'm definitely not going to look past them. Even though there's certain individuals that I wouldn't have in my team, as a unit, they still look like a quality side. Okay, so the game's underway. 5-1 up currently in the tie. We've got Sheehan right next to Lacroix for this match. Lacroix's basically babysitting Sheehan. No disrespect. Got Ruiz and Mendes in the midfield alongside Ericsson. Marchetti's getting his first start in Europe. Abbas. Timber dinks into the centre. Cleared away by Fofana. And head that down. Get a head on that. Oh, come on, Tony Mendes. He's down already. This guy is so fragile. No one told me he was injury prone when we scouted him. Richarlison sips the ball into the gap. Ika Bravo with the shot. Crespo makes an early save. Ball goes in. Richarlison with the header. Crespo back-to-back saves in a matter of minutes. Distributes the ball long with a long throw. Gallo takes the ball down. Blitzes past the fullback. Got Ruiz bombing forward in the centre. Ruiz takes a shot. Roberto Ruiz, a shot saved. And it's charged down by Solonina. Trincao. Is it centrally? It's moved along by Richarlison. Ika Bravo isn't to Modeo on the left. Oh no, doing a bit too much there. The jockeying. Let me calm down. Don Lacroix. Ball pass out. Just going to put my foot through it next time. Richarlison's offside. Yeah, funny gameplay at the minute. Lacroix. Timber drills the ball forward. Abbas. Chops. Cuts in. Mendes. Turns. Still has a knock on him. Abbas. Marchetti. Back into Abbas. Abbas with the left foot strike is blocked by Fofana again. Marseille have survived the wave of pressure. Should count themselves lucky that Fofana was there in time. So when Abbas is in the box and he aims for the opposite corner, he barely misses. Here's Marchetti. Receives a pass from Tony Mendes. I tried to return it. Oh, well done, Marchetti. Good press work there from him. Ooh, ball played in. Oh, well done, Abbas. What a ball from Mendes. Abdel Wahab Abbas opens the score and it's 6-1 in the tie and 1-0 on the night. Brink out. Swings it in with his left. Cleared out by Abbas. Mendes needs to do better there. Modé outside the box. Crespo having to make his third save in the game. Trying to tell these players to push up, press a bit better, close down shots. So we're inviting the pressure at the minute. Okay, early change. Mendes is off. Perin is on. We're not going to take any more chances. Mendes already got his assist. He's still carrying the knock. It is hindering his movement. So it's probably the best thing to just sub off the Spaniard. Ball goes in. Abbas gets the ball cleared. Actually quite unfortunate. He had a lot of potential. He even got up to the over 84 before he dropped down to 82. Might be one of them stories where he's a star player who just doesn't meet his potential, or yeah, doesn't reach his potential due to injuries. We've got Abbas on the ball, hitting them on the break after conceding many corner kicks. Are we going to make this one count? Ruiz backheels it. We've got Gallo on the ball. Not Gallo, Perin. Perin misses. It's the boots, you know, it's the boots. I thought it was Gallo for a second. Perin did well to get in position. Just on his weaker foot. He's not that much of a clinical finisher. Try to get these players to press a bit more often as a team. It's a shot that gets off. I think that was Juve. A simple save made for Crespo. Ruiz. Gallo drifts inwards, plays it back on the outskirts. Got Malacia, drills it in low. Marchetti is in the box to put that away. It's 2-0 in his first start in a European match. He bags himself a goal in the second half. Marchetti's been really clinical this season. Bravo. Trincao. Bravo. Little foot race with Tommy Sheehan. He gets to the ball first. Richarlison finds the Demir on the inside. The Demir finds the back of the net. Marseille moving this ball around nicely. It's probably the best spell possession that they've had in a while. And they've just given up after I just praised them. Maybe I need to praise them more often. Here's Gallo. Slips the ball into the gap. Marchetti finds Perrin. Cedric Perrin in front of goal. Left foot strike. The keeper does nothing at all because the ball's kind of hit directly at him. Slonina needs to have a long, hard look in the mirror. It's 8-2 on aggregate, 3-1 on the night. João Felix drills this one in. Bremer gets it cleared. Ooh. Oh, Gallo sends him, takes the shot. We still got the ball, maybe. No, Kilman puts his foot through it. It's cleared. Lacroix heads it. João Felix thinks it through. Marchetti. Oh, looking for João Felix. He fails the first time, finds him the second time. Slonina gets low. Stops the ball at his near post. All-time whistle was blown. 3-1 is the scoreline. 8-2 was the score overall in the tie. We have made our way into the semi-final draw. And I doubt it's going to be kind to us. In fact, we do want a challenge. We want to prove to everybody that we can beat the best. It was Marchetti's first start in Europe, and he's managed to bag himself player of the match. 1 goal and 1 assist at 8.5 match rate, and Gallo was underneath him with an 8.2. Didn't necessarily bag himself a goal, but he was really involved in the build-up of a lot of our goals. Malacia got himself an assist, 7.9, same with a Bass, but he got a goal instead. So it looks like the apprentice outshined the master. Lacroix got a 7.5, Sheehan got a 7.6. I know it's not by a lot, but under Lacroix's mentorship, Tommy Sheehan had a solid performance, almost kept a clean sheet in the menu. And as you guys can see, we have extended our unbeaten run to 15 games in total. 2-1 was the scoreline against Middlesbrough. We also won 5-2 against Arsenal. We used our 3-4-3 formation in preparation for this next game coming up against Watford. Okay, so as you guys can see, we've made progression in terms of the table. We are now 12 points clear. Yes, the math is mathing now. We have 84 points to Manchester City 72. They've only got 5 games remaining, which means they can only accumulate 15 points, and that would only take them up to 87 points. So the next win in the league could be crucial, but we're going to have to wait until the next episode to find out what's going to happen in terms of the league title. That last game against Arsenal, we used that formation, and I feel like we played really well playing out from the back. We fell asleep midway through the game. We were 3-0 up and then conceded 2 goals, and then we had to score another 2. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, my players have arrived at Wembley, their secondary stadium, to try and prevent a David against Goliath story from happening. Man United versus Watford. We had an opportunity to visit Wembley all the way in February. However, in January, we failed to book a spot in the EFL Cup final. Hopefully, we can make this right. It's not a foregone conclusion that we're going to make it through to the FA Cup final. My players still have a task at hand. Hopefully, we can get this over the line. Let's take a look at the starting 11. Okay, Watford, they're going to start with Collier in goal. Pedersen's at the back with Maya, Diakite and Robinson. In the midfield they have Sanchez, Fisher, Kayembe, Kenya and Schmidt. Up top they have Gomez. In goal we have Ethan Fuller. Silva's at the back with Tommy Sheehan and Corbett. In our midfield we have Yuri and Timber, Mendes, Bellingham and Aiden McHugh. Hansen's on the right hand side of the front three. Up top down the middle we have Bernard. On the left we have Gallo. The team talk is done and ready. United fans are making it known, letting it be known that they have arrived at Wembley. Let's give the crowd something to cheer about during this 90-minute bout. Turn from Timber. Mendes plays it back into Timber. We've got Hansen. Hansen down this right-hand side. Moves the ball to his left foot. Ball put into the box. Gallo with a header. Doesn't get in between the sticks. Doesn't even touch the side net in. Out of position. And because we got cover. Got the ball with McHugh. Bellingham. There's the ball to his right. It's flicked on by Timber. Into the path of Hansen. Here's Tony Mendes. who's definitely impressed since returning from his injury. Runs the ball out left. McHugh tries to play into the box into Hansen. We got Bernard. He takes the shot from the knockdown from Hansen. Forces a save out of the Watford keeper. And it remains 0-0. Good save as well. He was in a good amount of space. Didn't have enough time to take a touch. Watford up the other end. Looking like they're about to be dangerous. Oh, Maxi Gomez with the shot. It's a simple save for Fuller to eat up. Cute. Mendes to Timber. Let's get numbers forward now. Hansen. Bernard gets challenged by Kayembe with the ball. Rolls kindly to Hansen. United still on Watford. I don't know what happened there. We're going to take the free kick, maybe. No. Play on, says ref. Smashes across the box. And Diakite with the block. Corner kick. Hansen. Smash this one in. Directed to nobody. Headed back down by Timber. Gonna try again. Far post. We have Bernard headed down. Collier with another save. Bernard hasn't found a way to rustle the back of the net. But if he keeps knocking, eventually that chance is going to get taken when it falls to him. Won't put a challenge in. Well done. Bellingham. Gallo. Sips in Bernard. Bernard, left foot strike across the keeper. This time Collier couldn't stop it. I did say he had to keep knocking. Third time's the charm. Shoots across the keeper. Signature move from me. Collier stood no chance. Too much power behind the shot. Feels like we're overrunning them at times. Need to keep this momentum going, because at any given moment they can break. And here's a chance for Schmidt to find a perfect ball to a teammate. Kayembe in the box, bursts into the box. Kayembe runs right into the path of Fuller. Doesn't hesitate to get low and take the ball from the attacker's feet. We got the ball with Bernard. He links up with Bellingham. Bellingham bursts into the box. I'm going to drill it into Bernard. Bernard, come on, let's get a shot off. We do, but there's a blocking. Oh, we're doing a bit too much. I think he's running out of energy out there. On Tony Mendes. Oh, what a challenge there by Corbett. It's a slender lead. I feel like we are still dominant, and we can definitely build upon that performance. We just need to find our finishing boots and be a bit more clinical. Defensively, we're looking sound. Whenever a player runs out of position, there's another to cover. So I'm not too worried just yet. In the other tie, Tottenham and Chelsea, they're drawing 1-1. Both of our foes that we don't want to meet up against in the final. Going at it. In terms of possession, we are 50-50. However, their expected goals is 1.9 to their 0.3. As a Bernard support. Referee, speak to that player. Who's that? I want to find out who that is, so we can exploit the fact that they're about to get a yellow card. It's a yellow for the first time shown to a player, and that's Johannes Fischer. Gallo. McHugh, lovely triangles formed down that left-hand side. Gallo. Rise to challenges. Mendes. Hansen gets the ball under his control. Left foot strike. Driven low. Tried to place it in the opposite corner. And Hansen wasn't too far off. Maxi Gomez. Robertson. Come on, let's mark. Mark your man. Ball drilled in. Oh, that was very dangerous. Nobody looked like they was ready to attack that cross. Should count ourselves lucky that it just went across the face of our goal. But that other end, we could potentially count up. Almost ruined there, but not. Almost tackled. We still got the ball. Gallo. Dispossessed by Maya. Plays it down the line into Sanchez. Schmidt. Sanchez. Sanchez. Bursting forward down this right hand side for Watford. Can he put a ball in? Fails to find some support. Fisher gives it up. Bellingham. Bernard into Gallo. Bernard on the shoulder of the defender. We tried to play the ball as early as we could. Ikita comes across to deal with it. Fisher. Oh, Pedersen. Pedersen looking for some options. Ball cut back. Fisher with the shot. Wide on the post. Substitutions were made. We are trying to get a bit of energy to try and secure a spot in this final. Watford, they haven't given up just yet. Kiyembe with a rash challenge. Come on, referee, make a huge decision here. He needs to be off after that one. He tried to go in behind on the Egyptian magician, and the referee has sent him packing. Edo Kiyembe, the captain, has been sent as marching orders. An early bar for him, and now Watford are down to 10 men. Can we wait back up and pile on some pressure for the final 9 minutes of the 90? All lumped up field. Nice challenge there. Bernard can turn, got Abbas ahead of him. He plays it down the right hand side into Abbas. Got a few players to cut the ball back to. Ooh, Gallo with the shot. Khalil with another save. David Smith recovers the loose ball. McHugh, Bellingham drives it low, finds the back of the net, and that is 2-0. We've finally done it. That is secured now. Our box-to-box midfielder comes clutch again in this episode. Jude Bellingham has found the winner. Gallo, Bernard, Abbas. Oh my goodness me, couldn't get the ball out of his feet and get the shot off, but that doesn't matter. We have secured a spot anyways in the final, back-to-back, and that extends our unbeaten run to 16. A fantastic performance. It was a magnificent team performance. Defensively, they all worked for each other. Going forward, we kept plugging away. Things weren't working out, but in the end, we cracked down the doors and we secured the victory. Let's head off into the menu, wrap this episode up. In the other semi-final tie, Chelsea ended up winning 2-1 against Tottenham Hotspur, which means in the year 2030, 18th of May, we're going to be taking them on in our last FA Cup final in FIFA 23. I do see myself getting this over the line, even though Chelsea do have a decent record against us from time to time. The last time they beat us when it mattered was obviously this season in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, which we haven't found out if they went on to win yet. But yeah, that's going to be the task at hand in the next episode. But right before that, we're going to have a crucial semi-final tie in the Champions League against Barcelona yet again. They are back for more. We're going to be visiting the Camp Nou for the first leg. Second leg, we're returning to Old Trafford. In the other tie, PSG will be taking on Real Madrid. Imagine that though, in our first season, we played PSG in the Europa League final where we lost on penalties. We can probably redeem ourselves if they make it through to the final with us by beating them in the Champions League final, and that will be a huge send-off for this series. In the Champions League, Richie took his tally up to 12 at the end of this episode, so he could potentially be running away with the European Golden Boot. He's also taken his goal scoring record in all competitions to 41, followed up by Bernard with 34. Behind him, joint is Abbas and João Felix with 19. So we continue to bag goals, as you already can see from the results. We don't know how to stop scoring once we start, and we'll also secure really good victories when we don't deserve to win, which obviously is a mark of true champions, and that's why we are currently 12 points clear on the table as we are about to end this episode. So on that note, if you guys have made it this far in this episode, please remember to smash that like button. If you've enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and also hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live, premiere video, or upload one, even though I barely go live anymore. But we're gonna try to mix it up a bit. I know I keep telling you guys we're gonna go live sooner or later, but yeah, the schedule just doesn't give me the time to do so. But we are trying to be consistent with the uploads. I'd like to thank you guys for dropping comments also in the comment section below. Even though I don't respond to it straight away, I do get around to doing so, and yeah, it's always much appreciated. I'm definitely looking forward to start recording FC24. I apologize as well for the inconsistent uploads. I always try to aim to upload daily, and again, we're uploading every other day. It is really hard to record in this heat, but yeah, we're trying to get content out as fast as possible so this series, or the ending of this series, doesn't clash with the start of the FC24 series. But yeah, I feel like I did a lot of talking. I hope that I haven't bored you guys for 35 minutes plus. But yeah, hopefully you guys tune in for the next episode. Take care for now. Peace.